If trading is so profitable, why doesn't everyone do it? Well, after helping many beginners get started to trade stress-free, and after growing my own portfolio by 144% in just 6 months, I can tell you that people do not fail because of strategy. They fail because of these 7 simple, fixable barriers that get in the way and that people rarely talk about. Now, trading is shockingly simple, but surprisingly hard when these barriers creep in. So in this video, we're going to tackle them all so you can start trading with more confidence and with less stress. So let's jump right into it with our first one here being information overload. So information overload really hits beginners hard. There's endless online advice and it leads to paralysis. So, there are many ways to trade out there. And if you're a beginner and you're just getting started, you're probably going to be bombarded with tons of strategies and different information out there. I personally was as well. When I first got started, I didn't align my lifestyle with the first strategy that I pursued. So, I spent months trying to day trade until I realized that that wasn't going to fit with my schedule. So I think a lot of beginners, they get started and they don't think about their schedule and their lifestyle when they start focusing on a strategy. And then when they start learning about it and maybe start trading and realize, this isn't going to work with my lifestyle and my commitments, they tend to quit early. So it's important to eliminate strategies. Don't focus on a strategy that won't fit with your current life. You want to sort of find a mentor, find a group, find a strategy, and then review it and see if it is a good fit for you in your current lifestyle. Now, number 2 is mindset over mechanics. So, unchecked emotions can really sabotage even the strongest technical plans in trading. So the charts are key. They're super important. It's important to know technical analysis, but emotions can really derail even the best plans. And I think a lot of beginners don't quite understand that when they're first getting started. So it's important to spot these emotional traps. You want to master psychology by spotting these traps, understanding them, being aware of them, so you can sort of fix them when they creep in. So we talked about some of these in a prior video. You want to counter greed with discipline. If fear creeps into your trading, you want to journal your trades. That's going to help eliminate that. Anger can be fixed by, spending some time away from trading. If you're overconfident, then you want to really stick to the rules of your strategy. And if you don't have any discipline, you can't stick to a strategy, then you need to follow maybe a checklist for all your entries. So charting is important. Technical analysis is important, but emotions are a huge part of trading. And beginners that get started that don't know this, I think when these creep in, they're going to make mistakes. They're going to get frustrated and they're probably going to quit early. So the third point here is craving quick wins. So the lure of quick money, on social media, it ignores the importance of being patient and the long-term growth that you should be sort of aiming for with trading. So, the get rich quick kind of whole vibe out there with trading, unfortunately, it is there. There's a lot of hype on social media. There's a lot of, fast money, Lamborghinis and all that kind of stuff. But I think some of that just creates some bad expectations for beginners. So if you're a beginner and you're just starting to trade, the idea of, doubling your account, making quick money, it's probably not the best mindset when you're trying to pursue this and be successful with it. Instant gratification, that is an error in thinking, especially when it comes to trading. If you want to trade for quick cash, that's going to lead to bad decisions, frustration, and probably losses. Patience equals money when it comes to trading, especially with the strategy that we focus on, that I focus on. It's a long-term strategy, and patience equals real profits. I think that's important for beginners to understand when they're first getting started. Okay, number 4 is clashing with some daily routines. So we sort of talked about this in point number 1, but trading strategies, they're going to conflict with everyday life and they're going to cause unnecessary quits. So this is why it's really important to focus on a strategy that's going to fit with your daily life and your daily routines. So many strategies conflict with a 9-to-5 job if you've got family commitments and so on. So when I first started, I looked into day trading. I thought day trading was the only way to trade, but I've got 2 young kids at home and not getting a lot of sleep, needing to, be with the children, put them down for naps. I just wasn't able to be present when the market opened every morning and trade the first half hour consistently every day, trading in and out every single day. So your time commitments, your daily routines need to work, or a strategy needs to work around your daily commitments. People are going to quit when they're using a strategy that isn't going to fit their life. So there's going to be a conflict with your schedule that's going to make you quit early, but it doesn't really have to be that way. There is flexibility with trading. There are many trading strategies and styles that allow you to, research at night, chart at night. You can put in what are called limit orders. So you can put in orders, and if the price hits those orders, you can buy or sell a particular stock or a particular position. Swing trading, position trading, these are strategies that don't require you to trade in and out every single day. And they're more flexible, and they're just better for the busy person who has a lot of commitments, which, most people do. Number 5 is underestimating the skill that's required and how long it takes to master a particular strategy. So it's another reason why people quit early. Mastering trading requires more than just, a video course. It's about consistent practice, consistent grind, and market experience. So video lessons are great. They're going to help you learn what to do, but you have to actually get involved with the market, trade, paper trade. You need some hands-on experience actually using the tools, charting, and being in the market to gain some experience. And a lot of that you can't just learn from a person or from a course. So it takes more time to sort of master that. And you can't buy experience. So a lot of people that don't realize that, they're going to be excited when they start trading, but that excitement is going to fade after week 1 when they realize, how much work is required, and so on. So that happens with a lot of people when they're starting new ventures, and it certainly happens with trading as well. So you do need to practice. You need to chart. You need to practice charting. You need to practice looking for the patterns that your strategy is going to exploit. The more reps you put in, the better you're going to be, and the more successful you're going to be as well. Number 6 on our list is falling for shortcuts and then staying dependent on other people. So skipping the whole self-learning is going to leave you dependent on others, and it's going to hinder your long-term success. So it's important to learn how to fish when it comes to trading. You don't want to rely on others all the time. If you're only finding groups and mentors just to get their stock picks, then that's going to inhibit you building your own skills, and it's just not something that is wise to do if you want to trade profitably full time. So you really need to learn how to actually do it yourself. So certainly don't want to reinvent the wheel. You don't want to go out and create your own strategy. You want to start with a mentor. You want to start with a group, but you do want to aim for independent conviction. So eventually you want to put on your own trades, because when you put on a trade that was recommended to you and it doesn't go well, you're going to get cold feet. You're going to get worried, and you're probably going to quit. So you need to make trades with conviction. And if they don't turn out, that happens. That there's a tuition to trading. You're not going to make every trade is not going to be a winner. But when you don't trade with conviction, it's a really bad feeling, and you don't want to continue to do that. You want to, eventually, be able to do the trades, make the entries yourself. So you don't just want to copy. Trading without personal conviction, again, it leaves you uneasy when things flop. You want to build skills through shared resources. So you certainly want to, find a strategy that works, that's proven, that other people are using. Many people are trading a certain strategy. You can do the same thing, but you want to be able to actually trade it and make the decisions yourself eventually. And then lastly, people quit because they don't have a good community. So isolating yourself in trading fosters doubt and prevents any good habits to form. You don't want to learn alone. So trading alone, it breeds doubt and leads to early quitting. And you don't want to go out there and just create your own strategy. You need some sort of group. You need some sort of mentor in place. And you need support. So you can find support in a group through accountability, through sharing ideas, talking about the same charts, talking about the same strategy. And this is really going to help you develop as a trader, and it's going to help you start being more profitable as well. So it's recommended that you join some sort of group. Find a group that focuses on the strategy that's going to work for your lifestyle and your schedule. Stay accountable, use their resources, but then eventually learn how to actually trade yourself. So I think one of the big reasons why people quit is they just don't have a good support system in place. So a quick review of these things, why trading is profitable, but maybe everyone doesn't do it, is because of these barriers. They explain why trading isn't for everyone, but they are conquerable. You can fix all of these. So information overload, emotions that sabotage beginners. The market doesn't. It's these things that do, but they are fixable. You can fix them. You can fix your mindset, you can fix your strategy, and you can fix lack of support through a proper community. So I hope that you found this useful. If you'd like more information on the strategy that I personally trade with and our community that has support, has resources, you can find a link below this video. You can go to skool.com/trading. That's skool.com/trading. And again, the link is going to be below this video. So I hope that you found this useful. Trading can be great. These things are fixable, but you just need to focus on them. Mindset is huge. Finding the right strategy that's going to work for your schedule is huge as well. Now on the screen right now, I will put another video that I think you will find useful, and I look forward to chatting with you in the next one.